You gotta start off each day with a song. Even when things go wrong, you'll feel better, you'll look better. I'm here to tell you, you'll be a go-getter. Now the way that you shake my hand will tell me how I stand. Now isn't it better to go through life with a smile and a song than walking around with a face 11 miles long? Now you know you can't go wrong if you start off each day with a song. Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Well, folks, here we are. Gosh, I just love doing these shows and to know you're out there. I can see you right through that camera, folks, I do. And so many of you have been telling me you've been watching, and so I see your faces out there. Thank you very, very much. Oh, music and rhythm, folks. Rhythm. I love rhythm. Fascinating rhythm, you got me on the go. Fascinating rhythm, I'm all quiver. What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know why I'm always shaking just like a flivver. Oh, every morn I'm up with the sun to find at night no work has been done. I know the ones that didn't matter, but now you're doing wrong. When you start to matter, I'm so unhappy. Won't you take the day off, decide to run along somewhere far way off, make it snappy. Oh, how I'd long to be the gal I used to be. Fascinating rhythm, fascinating rhythm, fascinating rhythm. Stop picking on me. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my friends who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got music who could ask for anything more. Oh man, trouble, I don't mind him, you won't find him round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got music, who could ask for anything more? Now this is where you're gonna sing. All right, here we go. Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want, loving you, music, music, music. I'll do anything for you, anything you want me to. All I want is loving you, music, music, music. Closer, my dear, come closer. The sweetest part of any melody when you're dancing close to me. Add another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want is loving you, music, music, music. I heard you out there because I know you knew that song. Oh my. Well, this next tune I'm going to do for Jim Buttery, who's up on Holly Branch, and he comes in the lounge, you know, often, and with Charlotte, and he asked me to do this song, and I believe he's really from Kalamazoo, as I remember. And also, I want to do this for two of my folks that watch this. Bill and Kay Hansen, who live in Kalamazoo. So here we go, folks. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I got a guy in Kalamazoo. I don't want to boast, but I know he's a toast of Kalamazoo, zoo, 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 zoo. Years gone by, my how they grew. I liked his looks, but I carried his books in Kalamazoo, zoo, zoo. I'm gonna send a wire, hopping on a flyer, leaving today. Am I dreaming? I can hear him screaming, hey, Miss Jackson, everything's okay. Kalamazoo. Oh, what a guy, yeah, real pipperoo. I'll make my bid for that freckle-faced kid. I'm hurrying to. I'm going to Michigan to see the sweetest guy in Kalamazoo, zoo, 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 zoo. Kalamazoo, zoo, 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 zoo. Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo. Yeah. Glenn Miller did that song, and I think it was the Modernaires that sang with him. It was either the Modernaires or the Pied Pipers that did that with Glenn. Well, changing the pace now. I'm going to do a Jim Croce song. And I'm going to do this song for Nancy Levins, who lives in Wellington, New Zealand. Nancy and I email back and forth, long ways to call. But anyway, I was in Wellington, I don't know how many years ago, it's been quite a while. And I was there the day that The Lord of the Rings had its premiere in Wellington, because you know Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand. And of course, it was pretty special. Even though I didn't get to see it, I was there and saw the marquee. And I took the train through much of that area that was filmed for The Lord of the Rings. So it was anyway, Nancy, I know you like this song, and I know you're watching on YouTube. So this is for you, and for anybody else who happens to like Jim Croce, who I do too. Well, I know it's kind of late. I hope I didn't wake you. What I've got to say can't wait. I know you'll understand. Every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. I know it's kind of strange, but every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you understand. Every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song. I'll have to say I love you in a song. Oh my. 1974. Jim Croce. All right. I'm going to do a song now for all of our gardeners. You know, we've got Ed Swain, and we've got so many that garden here in the village. But I also have a very good friend in Hamilton, Ohio, John Slavisky. John and Joanne live there. And I've known them for many, 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 many years. Anyway, John loves to garden, and he's got a big garden. So I want to tell you about this song real quick. This song I wrote while on the Delta Queen, and I was in the lounge, and we had, we had the passengers all in the lounge with me, and I'm playing. And Gene and Bina Boggiato from Castroville, California, were there with their family. And so I don't know what came to my head, and I thought, let's write a song for Gene and Bina. Now, Gene was he was king of artichoke, growing artichokes. In fact, I believe that he had started the first, invented the way to freeze artichokes. Well, so he was there, and with his daughter Valerie Murphy, who lives in Klamath Falls, Oregon now. Gene and Bina have both passed away, but I think of them so often. And when I was thinking of the gardening, so many folks love to garden. In fact, my father was a big gardener. He didn't have an acre of vegetables, but he had a good plot that he worked in. Of course, he had his kids helping him too, and but we always had fresh vegetables. And so many of you out there, when we grew up, we had vegetables. We had our vegetables were grown right there, near our home. So we would just go out and pick the carrots and the beans, and we had fresh beans. If we think back to that, folks, back in those years when we were growing up, we had fresh vegetables. Unless you lived in New York City or, someplace where, but they had farmers markets, right? So I'm sitting there with the passengers, and I don't know how this all came up. We started writing this song, and I would ask them and say, okay, is there any other veggies we've missed? And so folks, here's a song. Here's a song that we wrote on the Delta Queen. I don't remember what year. Been a long time ago. Anyway, it's called The Honeymoon Salad, or another name for it is Let Us Alone. Pretty good, huh? Okay, here we go. So you're going to a party, folks. There was a garden party, a grand and glorious party. All the veggies would be there. Carrots and potatoes, cabbages and tomatoes, and every beet and bean at the affair. Vidalia onions from South Georgia, music by Smorgasborgia. Even leeks from Britain's southern shore. Radishes and cucumbers, peppers by the numbers. Let's not forget the heads of lettuce too. Parsnips and turnips, celery and corn, squash and rutabagas too. Cauliflower and mushrooms, asparagus and broccoli, into the room they flew. The fragrance of Miss Garlic was noticed quite well, and the Brussels sprouts put on an air. The eggplant stood out and started to shout, "Look who has entered with flair! The star of the regalia, a late bloomer from California." He followed the spinach through the crowd. He took the hand of lovely okra and danced the pea pod polka all around the ballroom floor. It wasn't long before the veggies were dining on cheese wedgies at the wedding of the bloomin' pair. There were no laughs or jokes. The groom was a handsome bloke. He was Mr. Artichoke. The honeymoon salad, or let us alone. And you heard it here, folks. Yeah. Today, this morning, I guess it was like around 10:30 or something, I went out to get my mail. And something was close pinned to my mailbox, and it was this. Remember last week I told you about how marketing was putting these things on our mailboxes like Twinkies and animal crackers. Well, this morning they put on a little bag here of Cracker Jack, you know? And anyway, it says right here, let me read to you. It says, Cracker Jack was first mass produced and sold at the first Chicago World's Fair in 1893. The Ferris wheel, Aunt Jemima pancakes, and the ice cream cone were also introduced at that event. That's right. So anyway, so I thought, I got some songs. I got some songs for this little bag of Cracker Jack that they put here, and on it, folks, is a song, the words to a song. So we're going to do those words. But first of all, we're going to do the song. And it was it was a song that was played at Chicago Cubs games. And but it's a great song. And so we're going to do a few songs for marketing, thinking about this. They're just wonderful. I'm like this. I told Shannon, I said, because Shannon's part of our marketing department, I said, Shannon, this has got to cost you a lot of money. We've got a lot of residents here. We got, I don't know, like a little over 700, don't we? Residents. And they're going door to door, to mailbox, and probably in the hallways through the apartments, and that's a lot of walking. I know, because there are times when I go to most of the residents and put a little message on their mailboxes, and it takes me like 3 days to do it, and but I'm just so proud of our marketing team, what they do for us. Golly, I love it. So here we go. And you know what? It's a little hot out there but it isn't, huh? Well, but you know what? Real baseball fans don't care if it's raining. They don't care if it's hot. They just want to play baseball. They want to see baseball, and they miss it now. They really do. I remember when I was only like about, I don't know how old I was, maybe 8 years old. I can't remember. Anyway, if you got all A's on your report card, I'm not bragging, but because believe me, I got my C's. I got C's on several things too, but I had all A, and everybody that got the A's, they took us all to the ball game to see the Indians. The Cleveland Indians has always been my team. I don't follow baseball. I don't have time to follow sports, but that was always my team, and I always loved Cleveland Indians, and but anyway, we get to see a Cleveland Indians game, and so I'm thinking, I'm thinking Bob Lemon and Larry Doby and all those greats, and I know when I'm saying this, you're thinking of the greats on your teams, so Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle, back when baseball was the grand old game. I don't think it's that way anymore. From what I hear from people that back in the day that went to the baseball games, and they tell me that they go now, that's just not the same. So, but anyway, here we go. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. A ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two from Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. Well, it's a beautiful day for a ball game. A ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two from Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. zoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. Here, and let's sing this. Ready? Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Yes, it's 3, 7 strikes and you're out at the old ball game. Oh my. If you ever get a chance to see that movie with Frank Sinatra and Gene Kelly, it was called Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It was really a wonderful, wonderful movie. So, and it's in color. It's a great, great movie. So maybe you'll see it sometime. I don't know if they have it on YouTube. I know they got the musical numbers on YouTube, but it's a good one. And so when I saw this, when I was thinking about baseball songs, I remembered a song that Frank Sinatra sang. I'm not sure if it was in the 70s or 80s. I think it was 70s, early 70s. And the song is about the little ballparks that used to be in our neighborhoods. I know I had one. I remember getting hit by either a bat or a ball. I played with the kids, you know, the boys, Phyllis, tomboy here. Can you imagine me a tomboy? Yeah, well, I was until I had to start wearing, well, I wore dresses to school. And then my showbiz years. But this is a song about those small ballparks in our neighborhoods where they used to have 4th of July celebrations. And then the guys would, you know, the guys would come and play baseball, and they would have, and then they'd give out, I remember when I would go to one of these small ballparks with my parents, and they used to give us rock candy. I don't know why, but I remember that now. And then there'd be somebody there selling hot dogs, right? I don't think you can go to a ball game and not have a hot dog, right? Hot dog and popcorn and Cracker Jack. So you don't see those ballparks much anymore. Oh, they're a little bit around, but used to be in almost every town. They had a little ballpark where the kids would play, and also the men would get together and have teams and play each other. So this is a song that Frank Sinatra recorded. And there used to be a ballpark where the field was warm and green, and the people played their crazy game with a joy I'd never seen. And the air was such a wonder, from the hot dogs and the beer. Yes, there used to be a ballpark right here. And there used to be rock candy and a great big 4th of July with the fireworks exploding all across the summer sky. And the people watched in wonder how they'd laugh and how they'd cheer And there used to be a ballpark right here. Now the children try to find it, and they can't believe their eyes, because the old team just isn't playing, and the new team hardly tries, and the sky has got so cloudy when it used to be so clear, and the summer went so quickly this year. Yes, there used to be a ballpark right here. I believe that that song brought back some memories to you folks. Okay, another request. Well, actually, I found out that this sweet lady who lives in Salisbury, Maryland, used to dance this with her husband. And so I'm going to do it for her. Joy, this is for you, honey. From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the queen of flowing mountains to Southland by the shore, she's mighty tall and handsome and know quite well all. She's the combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Listen to the jingle, rumble and the roar as she glides along the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear that mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo's call. You're traveling through the jungle on a Wabash Cannonball. She came home from Birmingham one cold December day. As she rolled into that station, you could hear all the people say, "There's a girl from Tennessee. She's long and she's tall. She came from Birmingham on a Wabash Cannonball." Listen to the jingle, rumble and the roar. She glides along the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine and hear the lonesome hobo's call. You're traveling through the jungle on a Wabash Cannonball. Yes, you're traveling through the jungle on a Wabash Cannonball. I don't know why they say the jungle, because it actually goes through Indiana, some of those Midwest states, so I don't know where the jungle. But anyway, that song was written. I know Roy Acuff did it in the 40s, but I don't know if he wrote the song. And if I did, I forgot. Well, Shannon, you know that in a few days now we're recording on whatever day this is, 10th, right? But on the 17th is Father's Day. And so I want to do some songs for dads. And so how about if we start now by some songs that you know, and sing along with me, and happy Father's Day, dads. Oh, my papa, to me he was so wonderful. Oh, my papa, to me he was so good. No one could be so gentle and so lovable. Oh, my papa, he always understood. Gone are the days when he would take me on his knee, and with a smile he'd change my tears to laughter. Oh, my papa, so funny, so adorable, always everybody in his way. Oh, my papa, to me he was so wonderful. Deep in my heart, I miss him so today. That's an Eddie Fisher song from the 50s. And here's a Mills Brothers tune. You're the end of a rainbow, a pot of gold. You're daddy's little girl to have and to hold. A precious gem is what you are. Your mommy's bright and shining star. You're the spirit of Christmas, the star on the tree. You're the Easter bunny to mommy and me. Your sugar, your spice. You're everything nice, and your daddy's little girl. Oh my, I know you remember that song, folks. I know you do. Well, now here's a song that Doris Day did, and it was in a musical called High Button Shoes. We're talking about 1947. Papa, won't you dance with me? Oh, dance with me. Please dance with me. Papa, take a chance with me and dance with me tonight. Oh, how I love to dance with my dad. And when you whirl me round and round, we'll go right off the ground. We'll go around and round. We'll go. Hear those trombones sliding high. We'll both be gliding high up in the sky. I love the polka. Papa, won't you dance with me? Oh, dance with me. Please dance with me. Papa, won't you dance with me? Dance with me tonight. Oh, my, yes. Climb up on my knee, sonny boy. Though you're only 3, sonny boy, you've no way of knowing. There's no way of showing what you mean to me, sonny boy. When there are gray skies, I don't mind the gray skies. You make them blue, sonny boy. Friends may forsake me, let them all forsake me. I still have you, sonny boy. You're sent from heaven, and I know your worth. You made a heaven for me right here on earth. When I'm old and gray, dear, promise you won't stray, dear. I love you so, sonny boy. 1928, Al Jolson. Yeah. And he sang that in blackface in a movie called The Singing Fool. And that song sold 1 million copies. Back in those days, blackface was popular. And would you believe that even the blacks entertainers came out and actually had blackface? They actually put more black on their face, painted their face black. It was just one of those things, you know. Anyway, back in March I wrote a song for my brother. And his name's Jim, lives in Spokane, Washington. And actually I wrote a poem, this poem for him. And he is just the best grandfather a child could have. And he loves to read to them. And for his birthday, we normally don't give birthday presents back and forth, but this was his 75th birthday. So I went and bought every one of Marianne Burgess's books. Marianne Burgess, for those folks who don't live in the village, she is an author of many, many, many children's books. I know over 20 some. And so I decided I was going to buy every one of her books, and I was going to give them to my brother for his 75th birthday. And he told me it was the best Christmas present he could have ever gotten. Birthday present he could have gotten. So he's, some of his grandchildren live right across the street from him, so he gets to read to them. In fact, I think something like almost every night, Karen will come over and they'll bring Karen over, or Jim will go over to their house and read them another one of Marianne's books. So this was the poem I wrote to my brother. I sent it with the books. Sit upon my knee and let me read to you a story. Let me read to you as I did to your father when he was just a boy. Let me read to you the wonders that surround you, about birds and frogs and bears and trees, kangaroos and monkeys, butterflies and bees. I have so much to tell you, so much to show you. Come close now and look. Grandpa will read to you what's in this beautiful book. So that was a poem that I wrote. And this last week I was thinking about a song I'd like to write for Dad for Father's Day. And so I wrote this song, folks. The song is called My Child. Sit upon my knee, my child. I will read to you, my child. You won't be scared and you won't weep. You'll have beautiful dreams when you sleep. We'll walk through forests together, by trees so strong and tall. We'll see animals so big and some so very small. Sail the oceans with me, and you will see waters so blue, you may even see a whale or two. And maybe in the city, or maybe on a ranch, you'll see birds of many colors sitting on a branch. Your imagination will let you hear them sing in winter, summer, fall, and spring. Greet a deer or a squirrel, perhaps a koala bear. How amazing that your eyes can take you there. Let the beauty on each page take you to another land, a land of grass, a land of mountains, or a land of sand. And when you grow up and put a child on your knee, you'll remember the wonders that I took you to see in this book, my child, in this book. So sit upon my knee, my child. Sit upon my knee. A world of wonder will be on every page I turn, and in everything you see. Sit upon my knee, my child. It will give you so much joy, my child, to read to you as my father did when I was just a child. Sit upon my knee, my child. Sit upon my knee, my child. That song didn't take me long to write. The words just flowed, and I think I wrote the song in like about, 30 minutes. It just you just let those words flow into your head. And people ask me, do you write the music first or the words? I write the lyrics first, and then I put the music to it. But many of our the major composers of our day, they would a song would be brought to them, and then they would put the lyrics to it. However, like musicals, most musicals, they will have to think of the lyrics and then put the music to it. So, but usually it's, with me, I usually write the lyrics and then I think of what melody I want to put with it. All right. I want to write this song that was done, I'm going to write this song. I want to sing this song that was done by Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett sang it in 1972. It was written by Neil Sedaka. Now, if you remember Carol Burnett, remember when on her TV shows that she would go? Always at the end of her shows. Well, that was for her grandmother who raised her. And so she would be telling her grandmother would be watching the show. And when she'd go like that, the grandmother, she's saying to her grandmother, I'm well and I miss you. Well, even after her grandmother passed away, she continued to at the end of all of her shows. So anyway, here's a song that she sang. Remember this one? If I could write a song, get the world to sing along, think of all the music there would be. The earth would start to ring, and everyone would sing a song of peace and love and harmony. 3 billion voices singing together. What a happy sound. And just to think that it's my music making the world go round. The people feeling sad would have a reason to be glad. I would do it with a melody. If I could write a song and get the world to sing along, how wonderful this world could be. If I could write a song, the world to sing along, think of all the music there would be. The earth would start to ring, and everyone would sing a song of peace and love and harmony. 3 billion voices singing together. What a happy sound. And just to think that it's my music making the world go round. People feeling sad would have a reason to be glad. I would do it with a melody. If I could write a song and get the world to sing along, how wonderful this world would be. If I could write a song and get the world to sing along, how wonderful this world would be. Yes, write that one song, huh? Well, I want to do this tune for you now, and actually I'm going to close with this song. This song, 1971, was done by Mac Davis. I believe he wrote the song. And it was also done by a group called Gallery. Anyway, I want to do this song, folks, because I believe in music, as I think you already know. I could just sit around making music all day long. As long as I'm making music, ain't gonna do nobody no harm. And who knows, maybe I'll come up with a song to make people want to stop their fussing and fighting long enough to sing along. All right, here we go. I believe in music. Sing it with me. I believe in love. Repeat. I believe in music. I believe in love. Music is love. Love is music, if you know what I mean. People who believe in music are the happiest people I've ever seen. So clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake those tambourines. Lift your voices to the sky. Tell me what you see. Here we go now. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. Music is a universal language. Love is the key to peace, hope, and understanding, and living in harmony. Take your brother by the hand, come along with me. Lift your voices to the sky, tell me what you see. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. One more time. I believe in music. I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in love. I do believe in love. That's my religion. Folks, I want to thank you very much for joining me today. It means so much to me to know that you're out there. And I love your emails. Thank you very much for letting me know. Because it means, just to know that you're out there is wonderful. And your calls, thank you. Well, I'll close now. And then I'll start thinking about next week's show. Shannon, thank you, honey, for everything you do. And all of you out there, stay safe, all right? Love you all, and see you next week. Bye-bye. Don't forget to wave. Bye.